Hey, this is AJ, and here's another patio video for you guys. This one I'm going to do kind of an overview of the entire job, start to finish. We started the morning with a demo, and then continued into an insulated patio cover build by Four Seasons. I'm going to kind of go over everything briefly. If you guys have any questions about what's going on, feel free to ask in the comments below. But basically, you can see we start out the job. We kind of prepped it the day before, and when the homeowner was taking down his brooms, a bunch of birds fell out. So there was about 4 baby birds that we saw on the patio cover. Our installer took them home, and none of them survived because they kind of made a hard fall. So moving on with that, we started to take the cover down at about 7 a.m. About an hour in is when you see our other lead installer come in, Tim. This is us just, taking down all the fiberglass sheathing that they put on top. It's kind of like a quick, easy way that some people make a solid cover, but it quickly turns into a mess with all the water that comes through when it rains and accumulation of dust, and it really kind of gets disgusting by the end. Here we're still breaking through them. The next step after you take those off, when you're doing a demo, you want to move in stages. So you take off the roof, you take off basically the wrap of it, and then you take off whatever's on top of your rafters. You take off your rafters, and then finally your beam. No matter the demo, it's really the kind of same sequence we follow throughout the entire process. You can see here we're taking off the wood on the sides. Now we're taking off the wood in the front. You can see that's when Tim showed up. Here I slowed it down for a little bit, and I'm just showing you the hanging channel that went up after we took down the cover. Up there you see one of our helpers putting the caulking. That's our first layer of caulking that goes on top of the hanging channel to make sure it doesn't leak. We seal it 2 times after that just to make sure it's done, but yeah, that's how it goes. You can tell here I notched the top left corner to get the patio kind of flush with the edge of the house, and to make sure that they still got enough height on the patio. I sprayed it with some primer so it wasn't just exposed wood. That way termites wouldn't rot through it instantly. It should get another coat of paint after that, but at least this way it has something to protect it from the elements and termites, which is really the reason a lot of people get these patio covers to begin with. The patio covers are all made of aluminum. There's a couple main types: alumawood, Duralume, Elitewood. The list goes on. We primarily focus on Elitewood patio covers by Four Seasons. Here Tim's finding the center of the patio cover to determine the edges and where the posts are going to go. He's used to putting in the post brackets first and then basically the beam. When I build, I typically do the beam and post together and then flip it over and then the square off the patio from there. But everybody's taught differently and has a different way. Here we're using the hammer drill to find where the wood is and putting 2 lag bolts, 3/8 lags, with at least 2.5 inches of penetration into the wood to be up to code, every 16 inches on the house. We're fishing up electrical line into the patio right there through the stucco, as to avoid having conduit on the outside. A lot of the time I'll use conduit on the outside of the cover, but in this situation it was easier just to break out the stucco. And here we start paneling. These are 3-inch insulated panels. We caulk it as you see as we go, and we screw underneath every panel and then move on to the next panel. So we lock it from the side, move our ladders. You always kind of position your ladders in the same space. Like the person towards the house has it in a certain spot, and the person taking up the panel towards the beam will have a certain spot. But we always caulk it as we're going, and I'm going to caulk at the end. That way there's a 99% chance of no leaks. And if there is, at least we can eliminate what like it could possibly be or the reasons are. At least we know it's not coming from the center of the panels. It's more likely to come from the gutter or the hanging channel at that point. As me and Caleb, the helper, are moving on through this, Tim's putting on the side plates. So typically when you're on a job like this and you want to get it done fast and you have 2 lead installers, you kind of divvy up your work. So he's doing things that the helper can't do, and I'm doing things that I need a helper for. Besides that, the helper is meant to like clean up, kind of follow after you to kind of help you speed up the job. That being said, we're always looking for more installers. We do about 500 of these a year, so we always need more crews, more guys that know what they're doing. Tim's a really good installer, and we're lucky to use him on jobs. Here we're doing the electrical as I'm getting on the gutter and wrap kit with the helper. So he's hooking up the lights. We ran it into the fan beams inside the panels, which are ordered from the factory that way. So they put like an electrical chase for the wiring to go into. And here's when you can see us wrapping up the cover. We're doing the final touches, and then I'm doing a walkthrough. Those are the lights. We confirmed everything worked. They have a dimmer. Those are the downspouts with the gutter with a 2-inch hole. The side plates are all on. There's a downspout on this side too. I'm going to go on top of the roof right now and kind of show you what it looks like when we're all done after we put our second layer of sealant over everything and plugging up the gutters. We put the flashing at the end kind of as a redundancy on the insulated roofs, just in case excess water is to come in. And yeah, that's the end of the cover. If you guys have any questions on anything I did in this video or would like more in-depth how-tos, feel free to comment on the bottom and ask for anything you're looking for. Besides that, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, and we'll be putting out more videos of Patio soon. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.